Hello everyone. In this video lecture we will discuss about cutting tool geometry of single point cutting tool. We have prepared two video lecture. First one is defined about single point cutting tool and the second one is related to multi point cutting tool. In this topic we are discussing about this type of content like types of cutting tool in which we will see that there are two type of cutting tool, a single point cutting tool and the multi point cutting tool. In the single point cutting tool we will see the cutting plane, tool assumptions working, tool assumptions working plane, tool back tool back plane, tool reference plane, and the tool signature. And in the second video we will discuss about multi-point cutting tool like twist drill, milling cutter. These two types of multi-point cutting tool we will discuss in another video. These are the two types of cutting tool. One is represent here single point cutting tool and another one is here multi-point cutting tool. This is single point cutting tool and this is multi-point, or this is known as drill bit. uh, in single point cutting tool there is only one cutting edge represent on the single point cutting tool, or there is geometry of only one cutting edge on single point cutting tool, and normally we are using the single point cutting tool uh, for the various operations on lathe machine. On the other hand, if you're talking about multi-point cutting tool, then multi-point cutting tool consists two or more than two cutting edges. Like here in this picture, you have seen that there are three cutting edges. One, there is two, and here is third one is. We have seen that we have seen that two cutting edge in the drill bit. One is associated with this edge and another is associated with this cutting edge. Thus, according to definition, the multi-point cutting tool has two or more than two cutting edges. Then this type of tool is known as multi-point cutting tool. Here, single point cutting tool, some definitions like cutting operation is done with having a wedge shape or one cutting angle. Such shape is obtained by the intersection of rack surface and the flank surface. This intersection gives rise to a sharp edges called cutting edge. We are talking about the intersection between the rack surface and the flank surface. A cutting tool should have at least one flank and a rack angle. Then if cutting tool consists one flank and then the rack angle, then this gives a intersection or one cutting edge for cutting purpose. There is overall geometry of single point cutting tool. Like this overall part is called face. Here you can see that this is the cutting edge corner or nose radius. Here it is side cutting end cutting edge. Here is known as side cutting edge. This is known as flank or main flank or principal flank. This is known as minor flank, just below the minor cutting edge or end cutting edge. This is known as face or rack surface, where all cutting angle is associated. And this is the sang, known as sang. And the direction of cut is into going to this direction, like from here to here in this direction. So this is the overall dimensions of single point cutting tool. The main principle of single point cutting tool is it is responsible for cutting action during machining, and it is also called side cutting edge. Uh, the principal cutting edge or the main cutting edge, it is the responsible for cutting action during the machining process, and it is also known as side cutting edge. Auxiliary or minor cutting edge, like it's occur in a some cutting action, and it is used for surface smoothing. It is also known as end cutting edge. These are the various assumptions of cutting plane where we can apply the application of single point cutting tool on lathe machine for various applications or for various machining process like facing, turning, chamfering, etc. Uh, these are the planes like side rack angle, side relief angle. Uh, on the back plane, there is associated of three angle: back rack angle, wedge angle, end relief angle, and on the surface of tool reference plan, end cutting edge and side cutting edge is associated. This is the representation of side rack angle and the side relief angle. As side rack angle increases, the strength of tool increases. Here forces are decreased, some amount of forces are decreased. Power required for machining is decreased during the operation by side rack angle. Generally, side rack angle is between 5 to 15 degree. Uh, by given the any tool, this increase the overall life of the single point cutting tool. Here relief angle is useful to avoid rubbing or avoid friction between tool and the workpiece. Here are the back angle, or this is known as back rack angle. Here one point of back rack angle is associated with the nose radius. This is end relief angle, and the tool life is also dependent on back rack angle or the our cutting speed. The nature of chip formation is also depend on back rack angle. Like if we increase back rack angle, then the strength of tool increases, forces on tool decreases, power required for machining is decreased, and its overall increases our tool life. Maximum rack angle can be plus 45 degree to minus 10 degree, and the 0 degree back rack angle is suitable for thread cutting. There, if we increase relief angle, then the strength of tool decreases, forces are slightly decreased on the single point cutting tool. Tool life slightly increases, but not as much as increases in back rack angle. This is the angle of tool reference plan, like side cutting edge angle or end cutting edge angle. Here this is known as nose radius. Cutting edge angle mainly influence the surface finish of the component. As side cutting edge angle increases or decreases, the surface finish increases and the nose size increases. Side cutting edge angle varies from 0 to 35 degrees in single point cutting tool. Also, up to the certain value of increasing side cutting edge angle, we obtain following results. Like if we increase value of side cutting edge angle, then the following particular action can be happen on single point cutting tool. Like it's increase the overall tool life, uh, but friction decreases due to more contact with workpiece. Width of the chip increases with results more tool vibration, because if we increase the side cutting edge angle, the volume of physical contact between cutting tool and the workpiece is more and more. Then the width of chips is increases, then it increase the more tool vibration or more sounds during machining process. This is the tool signatures, like the value of angle in tool signature. These are the various types of value which is consist in different planes of single point cutting tool. According to American Standard Association, ASA, we can put this value, or we can made our single point cutting tool according to this value, or the orthogonal rack system, ORS system. We are considering these degrees of angle while making single point, while producing or manufacturing single point cutting tool. Like back rack angle, 0 degree in ASA and 5 degree in orthogonal rack system. Side rack angle is 10 degree in ASA. End relief angle is 6 degree. Side relief angle is also 6 degree. End cutting edge angle is 10 degree. Side cutting edge angle 12 degree, and the nose radius is approx of 1 mm. On the other hand, in ORS value or in orthogonal rack system value, we can consider, or we generally consider, these type of value for angles in single point cutting tool. Like back rack angle up to 5 degree, side rack angle 10 degree, end relief angle 6 degree, side relief angle also 6 degree. End cutting edge angle here, the almost half of the value compared to the ASA, if you're talking about orthogonal rack system. And the side cutting edge angle, the value of side cutting edge angle is approx uh, to the American Standard Association angles. Nose radius is equal in the according to both association. Thus, these are the various measurements which we are keeping in mind while manufacturing the single point cutting tool. This is the overall from single point cutting tool, in which we have seen that the geometry of the single point cutting tool, types of cutting tool, the various planes of single point cutting tool, and in these various planes there are different type of angles situated on these type of planes. We have discussed on these type of angles also, and the value of the angles which we are keeping in mind or which we are considering during the manufacturing of single point cutting tool. This is the overall form this chapter or this video lecture. Thank you. Thank you all. Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about ABC analysis of inventory management. For better inventory management, we applying some inventory management technique for the arrangement of or the assurance of raw material or finished goods in our manufacturing plants. Like ABC analysis is the most widely used technique for inventory management. It's known as always better control. In this ABC analysis, we put items into three categories: one in A category, one in B category, and the another one is in three category. It means here are some theoretical aspects of ABC analysis. It means always better control ABC analysis. Under this, the inventory is classified into three categories like A category, B category, and C category. These categories are based on the upon the inventory value and the cost significance. The most important part for consideration this technique is on the basis of inventory cost or on the basis of inventory value. Here items of high value and small in number are termed as A category components or A category raw material. In the B type of category, we kept item of moderate value and the moderate in number are termed as or are kept in B category. Items of a small value and large in number are in category C. Here the small value is represent the inventory cost, means category C consumes less inventory control, but the less volume of area or the large volume of area and large in number we kept in category C. Thus, in the ABC analysis, we categorize group item of three categories. One is category A, one is category B, and one is category C. In A category item, we put the a small amount of item which consist more inventory value or which consist mm, on the basis of pricing more inventory value. But in the B group, we kept moderate usage of item, which is moderate use in any manufacturing plant, and which also consist the moderate value of inventory cost. But in the C category, we kept that type of item which is we generalized use in the industry, but that type of component uses only a small amount of value of inventory cost. Here are the some charts describing about ABC analysis. Like in the group A, product must be in inventory all time, A category item. It consists more value of inventory cost, but here we can see that the amount is one. This is usually we using in any manufacturing plant, but in the B category, we use moderate value of quantity and the moderate value of inventory cost. But in the C category, we use more volume of space and more number of component, but it consume less amount of less value of overall inventory cost. Here are the some description about item A, like a small in number but consume large amount of resources. It must have tight control, a rigid estimate of requirements, strict and closer watch, low safety stock, and managed by top management. In this A category of item, uh, we know that surely it consists more value of inventory cost than it is directly managed by top management. Generally, in the item A, uh, we kept some heavy machinery. It consume approx 60 to 70% cost overall value of inventory cost. Here are in the item B, it is the intermediate in both aspects, like in usage aspects or like in it consists moderate value of inventory cost. It must have following properties like a moderate control, purchase based on rigid requirements, a reasonably strict watch and control, moderate safety stocks, and managed by middle level management. This is overall categorization of item B. And in the item C, larger in number but consume lesser amount of resources. Lesser amount of resources here indicate the lesser value of overall inventory cost. It must have ordinary control measures, purchase based on usage estimate, high safety stocks. ABC analysis does not stress on items those are less costly but may be vital. These are the some also description about according to the investing money, uh, according to the percentage of investing money in overall inventory. Like item A categorized under the goods that are registered the highest value in terms of annual consumption. It is interesting to know that the top 70 to 80% of the yearly consumption value of the total inventory cost from only about we invest only about 10 to 20% of the total inventory item. Here you can see that the item is only 10 to 20% of total inventory item if you're talking about numbers of item, but you can see that it consumes the total value of 70 to 80% of total inventory cost. Hence, it is crucial to prioritize these items. In items B, these are the items that have a minimum consumption value. These amount up to 30% of the total inventory in a company, which accounts for about 15 to 20% of annual consumption value. Item C, this item placed in the category have the lowest consumption value, account for the less than 5% of the total annual consumption respect to the total inventory cost that comes from about 50% of the total inventory item. This is the cumulative percentage of inventory item. Here you can see that A class inventory, B class inventory, and C class inventory. A class inventory, uh, it consume less space, or we can purchase one or two item in the A class category, but the total invest or total percentage of the inventory cost is about 70%, about 70 to 75%, or about 70 to 80%. It consume overall cost. But in the VB category here, you can see that only 15 to 20% cost consists, and the also moderate number of substance or component is required. But in the C class inventory here, you can see that a huge volume it occupied. But if you're talking about terms of pricing, then it consumes only 5 to 10% of the total cost of the inventory. These are the following steps which we are using in ABC analysis, always better control analysis, like find out future use of each item of stock in terms of physical quantities for the review forecast period. It determines the price per unit for each item, and on the basis of pricing we also categorize the items in the various groups. It determines the total project cost of each item by multiplying its expected units to be used by the price per unit of such item. Beginning with the item with the highest total cost, arrange different items in order of their total cost as computed under steps. It expresses the unit of each item as a percentage of total cost of all items, and it computes the total cost of each item as a percentage of total cost of all items which we put in the different category, like category A, category B, and the category C. Here are the some advantage of ABC analysis. Like it ensure a closer and more strict control over such item which are having a sizable investment in there. We can also say that the advantage of ABC analysis, we distinguish the product according to the total cost of inventory invested, and also it related to the total number of component. It releases working capital which would otherwise have been locked up for a more profitable channel of investment. It reduced inventory carrying cost. It enabled the relaxation of control for the C items, and thus makes it possible for sufficient buffer stock to be created. It enables the maintenance of high inventory turnover rate. Disadvantage of ABC analysis. Here are the some various disadvantages of ABC analysis. Apart from that, advantages like proper standardization and codification of inventory item is required. Considers only money value of items and neglect the importance of items for the production process or assembly or functioning, because we have seen that uh, the ABC analysis consists two most important factor. One is size, or one is number of component, and one is the overall pricing or the percentage of pricing which consume to purchase that type of a particular product. Periodic review becomes difficult if only ABC analysis is recorded. If using in any manufacturing plant, then the periodic review become somehow difficult. When other important factors make is obligatory to concentrate on C item more, the purpose of ABC analysis is defeated. But when we consider the more investment into the C type of category, then the purpose of ABC analysis is difficult, because in the C category we only kept that type of product which consume less amount of money, uh, but occupy more volume and the more number of the component in any manufacturing unit. This is the overall from the ABC analysis, in which we have seen that the definition of ABC analysis always better control. Various steps using in ABC analysis, the disadvantage and the advantages of ABC analysis. Thank you. Thank you all. Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about quality control and inspection. What are the various methods of quality control, the definition of quality control, and on which stages quality control is necessary in any manufacturing plant or in any production unit. Here the some quotes about quality. Quality is not an accident, but it is the result of intelligent efforts. Now the definition of quality is it is fitness for use, the totality of features and characteristics of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy a given need. Quality involves meeting customer needs, preferences, and exceeding it. Quality also encompasses people, process, and environment. In overall, quality is a measurement of our output standard when we compare to our desirable standard. When we are plan to make any product or any component, then our prerequisites, then we decide the uh, prerequisites performances of that particular object, and after the final production of that project, we compare the characteristics of both products, our pre-assumpted product characteristics of our pre-assumpted product, and the characteristics of final goods product uh, from manufacturing unit. And thus we know that about the quality of the product. Why quality control is needed in any manufacturing unit? Manufacturing process is a repetitive process depending on both controllable and non-controllable factor. Manufacturing process is a repetitive process, like various types of manufacturing process or manufacturing system, like continuous manufacturing system, batch type manufacturing system, on the basis of machines use types of manufacturing system. These are depend on both controllable and non-controllable factor. Here the controllable factors means to assign a skilled labor, to assign appropriate machine for appropriate machining, and the non-controllable factors such as idling of machine due to the failure of any component, or due to the lack of raw material, or due to the lack of any resources like water or electricity. This produce deviation in the quality of the product, and these controllable and the non-controllable parameters or factors, these overall deviate the quality of the product. Quality control is a process of verification or correction of the quality of the product when deviation are found to be more than expected. As we have discussed earlier, we expect some special characteristics or some characteristics in final product, and when the product comes from company or any manufacturing unit, then we compare the various parameters of characteristics. If deviation is less, or if deviation is between the margin, then the product is go to the final inventory. Or if the deviation is more, or if the occurrence of deviation is more, then we slightly change our process. It may be changes of raw material, it may be changes of machines, and sometimes changes of skilled or non-skilled labor also. Then this is the overall process of quality control. The changes made for the little deviation in the characteristics as per our described characteristics, for we have described earlier, or for we have planned earlier. What is quality control? Those planned and systematic actions which provides a mean to control and measure the characteristics of product, process, or a service to establish requirement. As we have discussed, we have established some requirements or some requirements of characteristics earlier. Either it is any product, or it is any process, or it is any service industry. And then we take some actions, like during the inspection process we have seen that if any deviation we found, then we implement quality control, because the quality comes out because the quality of any product comes out from the industry is more deviated from our prerequisites characteristics of that product. Thus the quality control is needed for betterment of our product, for betterment characteristics of our product, and for the overall customer satisfaction. Quality control as per Indian Standard Organization or ISO. The operational technique and activities that are used to satisfy quality requirement. The operational technique and activities, uh, these are the techniques or these are the activities which we are using for the quality control in any manufacturing unit, and this technique and activities must satisfy the quality requirement of final product. The quality control system verifies and maintain desired level of quality in an existing product or service by careful planning, use of proper equipment, and continued inspection and corrective action are required. It verifies and maintain the level of quality. The level verifies and maintain the level of quality for existing product, for that type of product which are regularly in production line or service which we are providing to any customer, and it ensure the usage of proper equipments, proper method, uh, and the proper charts for continuous inspection. And on the basis of these usage of proper equipment, on the basis of proper machining process, and on the basis of continued inspection, if we found any error in the final product, or if we find more deviation in the final product, then corrective action are required, or corrective action as required for the changement of planning, process, machine, and the raw material. Because overall, our aim is to uh, characterize the overall product as per our desire or as per our requirement. What is quality control inspection? According to the ISO, activity of measuring, examine, testing one or more characteristics of a product or service and comparing the result with a specified requirement characteristics in order to establish whether conformity is achieved for each characteristic or not. Quality control inspection, or we can say that inspection is a overall activity. Either we inspect the raw material, either we inspect machining process, either we inspect the skillness of labor, or inspection of machining process, means inspection of running material inventory to the finished good inventory. Inspection activities takes many type of processes like measuring of component, examining of component, testing of component. Examining can be defined into different ways, like surface examining, uh, under material examining. Uh, Similarly, testing, various types of testing we are using in inspection method. So it is the activity of measuring, examining, testing the characteristics of product which we have decided earlier. Inspection is a uh, activity of measuring, examining, testing one or more characteristics of any product which we described earlier. This is the quality control and the inspection. If we concentrate about quality, then the some factors affect the quality or quality control, like correction of defect. If regularly we found any error, then regularly correction is required for the betterment, for the better characteristics of that product. Determines of cause of defect. In the inspection process, we generally find out the what are the various causes which is responsible for any defect or any deviation of the characteristics of that product. Inspection loop, is there any inspection loop is during machining process, or during the quality of raw material, we also checked in inspection process. Identification of defects on the basis of examine the parameters or on the basis of testing the parameters, we find the we find various types of defects and the reason behind these defects, and finally we try to find out the method for elimination of these type of defects which we found during the inspection of that particular object or that particular machining process or the quality of the raw material. Feedback of this defect to appropriate person. uh, we make a chart during the inspection process or we make a chart during the quality control process, and the feedback of this defect, if a person on a machine A is machining any process or machining any component and the defect occurs at the point, and after another stage the QC team or the inspection team find that the occurs come from the machine A, then the feedback should be reach that person or the for knowing the errors or for the reason behind the reasons, sent to that particular operator to eliminate or try to find out the method for elimination of that errors. These are the if we centralize the quality, then these are the various factors which affect the quality, like correction of defect. How we correct the defect on the basis of that examining or that testing parameter, uh, we can find the better method for correction of defects. Inspection loops, identification of defects, feedback of this defect to the appropriate person, determination of the causes of defect. This is the quality control throughout the production system, like inputs. We check the quality at the when coming material from the any vendor or any suppliers, like quality of raw material, quality of parts, and quality of supplier. Then it's goes to the production process from material from the raw material to goes to the production process for conversion of raw material into our desired shape or into our desired design. Here are the output of the production process, mean our desired shape and design we get into the output process. Here the if we found any error like in the quality of raw material, then use these type of method for eliminate the quality defect or any occur in the raw material, like control charts and acceptance plans. These are the inspection methods. We make a control chart and the acceptance plans, like how mm, how much deviation in raw material quality we accept or how much deviation in quality we reject and uh, send source back to the vendors. Here production control. In the production process, we examine and testing the various processes and the various process parameters, like which type of cutting tool we are using, single point cutting tool or multi point cutting tool, which type of machine performances given during the manufacturing process, and for the final product and service, when we got from the manufacturing plant or production unit, we check the quality of output plans or quality of outputs, like raw material quality check. Here we also make a control chart and acceptance plans, that how much deviation of quality as compare occur, how much deviation of quality of any product occurs when compared to the our pre-described characteristics of that product. This is the overall from the quality control. In the next chapter, we will discuss about various methods of quality control and various methods of inspection process. In this lecture, uh, we have learned that what is quality control, what is inspection. We have seen the definitions and how it affect any manufacturing plant, and on which basis the necessity of quality control is carried out, like during incoming of raw material, like during running inventory, like during finished product. Thank you. Thank you all.